Okay, so Imagine Dragons. This is also a brand new song from them, man. I don't like myself. I love Imagine Dragons. Say what you will about Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragons has got a song for everybody. Literally, I'm not even being hyperbolic about that. I'm not overstating that. They have got a song for everybody. They are such an incredible band. I love Imagine Dragons. I've got so much of their stuff on my playlist. Let's rock and roll, man. This is a brand new song. We haven't listened to it yet. Let's see what we've got. Let's go. Imagine Dragons, I Don't Like Myself. Let's roll.
One day I'll change my ways. Till then I'm stuck in this space.
Hey.
Shut down, hiding my face.
Ooh.
Tuned out and losing my faith. Stand up, tired of being the victim. You only on the outs if you're with them. Only hurts if you give them credence.
Hey.
Give them reasons. They're not better than you. They're just a figment of imagination.
Ooh.
There are times when I don't like myself. I believe all the things that they say about me. I wanna love myself just like everyone else.
The song is fire, man. What is with all these songs today and all about, your own interpersonality and introspection and lifting yourself up? I love that. I love that. We've been listening to a lot of songs lately of like demons. I guess it's also artistry does kind of takes the same route as where society is essentially, because artistry and culture is downstream. Well, politics is downstream of culture, and culture is culture is artistry essentially. So what's going to happen is whatever's happening in the world, artists are going to create what they see. It's going to be their own interpretation essentially. And what we're seeing in the world at the moment is we're seeing a lot of mental illness, a lot of darkness, a lot of bad energy, a society that's eroding itself, a society that's dealing with increased levels of anxiety and depression and things like that. And artists are going to pick up on that, and they are going to talk about that. So that's why we are seeing quite a lot of that today, which is great, because that is what artists are supposed to do.
One day I'll change my ways.
Hey.
Till then I'm stuck in this space.
Hey.
Shut down, hiding my face. Tuned out and losing my faith. Stand up, tired of being the victim. You only on the outs if you're with them. Only hurts if you give them credence.
Yes.
Give them reasons. They're not better than you. They're just a figment of imagination.
You make your own reality. Don't give these things energy. Don't give this darkness energy. You make your reality. You in control of your world. You can't be in effect of nobody if you choose to not be in effect of nobody, right? If you are driving behind somebody, if you're driving, let me give you a small example. If you're driving in a car and you're driving behind somebody and that person keeps slamming on brakes, and you keep slamming on brakes, and he keeps doing that all the way down the road, what is it going to take for you to overtake that person in a different lane and go on about your day, move past that, right? He can't control your day if you choose not to let him to control your day, right? So that's the thing, is that you need to control this. You have got agency over your own life, right? And one of those things is that if you always feel victim, if you always feel that you're being done in, if you always feel like the whole world is against you, probably the very first person you should look is in the mirror. That's the first person you should turn to, right? If it's everybody else's fault but your own, it's time to look in the mirror. Let's go.
There are times when I don't like myself. I believe all the things that they say about me.
Hey.
I wanna love myself just like everyone else. But there are times when I don't like myself. This life is beating me down.
Hey.
Karma's coming around.
Hey.
Tongue-tied and you got the best of me. And
I love that. This life has beaten me down, but karma's coming around. So that's already an admission of strength. It's already saying karma's coming around. So whoever's been beating me down, karma's coming around for you, right? Because you can't beat me, right? I will pick my burdens up off the ground and I will keep pushing. Everybody has those days where they feel like they don't love themselves. You need to continue despite that. That is what discipline is about. Discipline is about waking up in the morning and doing what you need to do anyway, regardless of your mood. That is how you eventually achieve success. Is regardless of how you feel, regardless of what your mood is, you need to rise above that every single day, right? You can't do things because of your mood and not do things because of your mood. You can't do things because I'm happy today, so today I get to do what I want to. Today I do, my responsibilities. So I will go and fulfill my responsibilities because I'm happy today. But tomorrow, if I'm not happy and I'm sad, I'm just going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to do what I need to do. You need to do it anyway. Happiness comes with you following through on your responsibilities. Happiness comes with dedication. If you are dedicated, happiness comes then. If you guide your life by your moods, you will never, ever, ever move forward, because we always wake up. Every second day is going to be a hard day or a bad day or a non-motivated day. You do what you need to do despite that. Let's go.
Nightmare is filling my dreams. Stand up, tired of being a victim. You only on the outs if you're with them. Only hurts if you give them credence, give them reasons. They're not better than you, they're just a figment of imagination. There are times when I don't like myself. I believe all the things that they say about me. I wanna love myself just like everyone else. But there are times when I don't like myself. I don't like myself.
Love it.
I don't like myself.
I'm loving the contrasting imagery over here where, when he's actually in concert, he feels all powerful, right? Because there's just so much energy that comes from that. He feels on top of the world. So he's switching between that, and I love the fact that he's gone with the grayscale style of video, because it's supposed to be moody and a bit depressing. But what I like about the fact is that he's keeping it a bit more upbeat, right? So it's not like he's not created a song that's going to make you feel completely depressed. Although the lyrics itself has got a lot of like heavy meanings to it, but he's trying to keep it upbeat and motivational to a sense. It's got a motivating factor to the instrumentation. But when I talk about the contrasting imagery of the video over here, is that he's an average man. He's an average man walking through the streets like every other person. He's walking through the matrix, right? We're all part of this matrix, and he's walking through the matrix and he's like, I'm just like you. I feel just like you. There are times that I don't love myself. I walk through the sea, I feel like I've been completely beaten down. I feel somber. I feel depressed, right? I have my high moments, and a lot of the times those high moments don't last long. The best highs don't last long enough, right? And I go back to the state. But this state is where I happen to introspect, because when I'm on my highest of highs, I don't get to see, the depths of my soul, right? It's not real. It's like this fictitious sense of grandeur. And what happens when I don't have that, I kind of like just digress into this pit, and I feel that, I start listening to the negativity, listening to the comments. So he's basically saying the noise is what runs his life. The fact that it's loud and I can't hear my own thoughts, right? I prefer to be in that state, so I don't have to deal with the reality. I don't have to deal with me, with my problems, right? But when that noise is not there, I'm forced to deal with who I am, and I need to build that strength. And by building that strength, it comes from awareness. It comes from looking within and being like, yeah, there are times that I don't love myself. It's not a bad thing. Everybody goes through that, right? But I need to get past it. I need to pick my burdens up off the ground, and I need to move and continue with my life despite that, is basically what he's saying. Anyway, carry on.
I'll walk through fire for this. I will be the one to turn this car around. Cause it's headed for disaster. No happily ever after. And I've got so much
I've got so much more to live for than what you think of me. What a fucking statement, man. I think maybe everybody should jot that down and live by that. Got more. My existence is worth far more than whatever the fuck you gotta say, man. You don't govern my life. You don't run my life, right? I carry on despite it. I just keep moving despite it. You sit there angry at me for some odd reason. A Joe Soap that you know nothing about. You sit behind your phone screen and you just hate that negative energy. My life's worth more than that. Stay in that space. I'll move on. Let's go.
What you think of me? There are times when I don't like myself. I believe all the things that they say about me. I wanna love myself just like everyone else.
I love you so.
There are times when I don't like myself. I don't like myself.
Hey.
I don't like myself. I don't like myself. I like myself.
Look at that concert, man.
I like myself. I like myself.
That song is fucking fire. Excuse my language. That song is absolutely incredible. We will do another Imagine Dragons soon. Imagine me dragging you into another Imagine Dragon. Whatever. Anyway, I love you all. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Let me know what you think about the song down in the comment section.